Can anyone conquer death? Our eternal existential question, the unspoken why of all action and thought. Death is our shadow companion, all around us but unseen. The virus, the stab of doubt in every lump beneath the skin. That sneezing stranger on the other side of the aisle. Or that would-be rupture in the universe. The lost or wayward child, their phone ringing out, your heart pounding in your chest, already bracing yourself for the worst. Is this the moment when catastrophe begins and death comes for you? Can anyone conquer their fear of dying? Conquer death? Even the question seems so overwhelming. But there is an answer, right here as part of our human story, right here on this hillside. I'm Kevin Tullis. I'm the writer of 9 Rules to Conquer Death. And I'm with you here today on the island of my ancestors, Achill, off the west coast of Ireland, on a mountain where people have been conquering death for thousands of years. Look all around us at these gravestones. Some of them dating from the 1800s, but these graves are still the youngest on this mountain. Because higher up on the ridgeline, there's a line of megalithic tombs dating from 4000 BC, 6,000 years old. The islanders, my foremothers, have been burying their dead on this mountain, Slieve Moor, long before the pyramids were built, or Troy fell, or our first cities rose on the plain. Just as one day they will gather to bury me here too. But these gravestones are just really the symbols of an ancient faith of how our ancestors faced death together through famines, plagues, wars, and inexplicable disease. And also too because this island is a living archive of that oldest faith, that mortal being incarnate in flesh shall not live, love, or die alone. Now, if you've never been to an Irish wake and only seen the movie version, you're probably thinking it's just another Irish piss-up. A few drunks in some dank bar lamenting their dead Uncle Johnny who they buried that morning. But you would be dead wrong. A wake, the gathering of mortals together in the company of the dead to comfort the bereaved, is one of the oldest rites of our humanity. A rite that our ancestors used to teach a simple but eternal lesson. This is how to die. How to die? No. Surely no one wants to know how to die. I, you, we want to live, not die. But that's not really the answer, is it? Denying your own mortality. You're still going to have to turn up on exam day. It's compulsory. We've all got to find a way to negotiate with death. Not just our own, but the deaths of others, family, friends, all around us. So what should we do? Well, how about we learn to die the same way that we learn how to drive a car? Taking lessons of an instructor, going on little laps around the local neighbourhood, sitting a whole series of tests, which even if we failed first time, we'd get to re-sit again. Doesn't sound so hard, does it? Which is exactly how our ancestors taught themselves how to overcome death, by going to wakes and funerals and seeing and touching the bodies of the dead and learning all about the rules of our mortality. A rite of passage, a common social experience. A we death, not a me death within a community. An ancient life and death manual that was passed on from generation to generation like a bardic poem. A life song that they sang out together. This is how we conquer death. A communal wisdom that we have willfully forgotten and lost in our Western death machine, a loss that has diminished us and made us more afraid, not less afraid of dying, but lessons that we can so easily relearn to become a better mortal, a braver human. You can learn all about those rules of mortality and those ancestral secrets in my new book, 9 Rules to Conquer Death. It's available to buy at any good bookstore or online at retailers like Amazon. It's quite a short book, so it won't take you long to read, but it might take you a little bit longer to get the hang of those rules. But let's part on a blessing from that ancient faith. May the wonders of this mortal world shine upon you. May you live long enough to grow wise, no matter how old. And on the day that death comes, may you die on a good day in grace, surrounded by those you love.